The empire that was Sean Diddy Combs was once valued at $1 billion after facing a tsunami of sexual misconduct lawsuits beginning in November of 2023. Many companies who have once thrived by having a name like Diddy attached to them began distancing themselves from the Bad Boy Records founder. And while Diddy, through his attorney, has maintained his innocence in the wake of his trafficking arrest, it's clear Diddy's wealth and power has diminished from what it once was.
Getting ready to go to the gym, and I thought I'd make a quick video about something that a lot of us didn't think about. But before I get into my points, I want to read something to you guys, right? So what are some of the benefits of using your business as a tax write-off for travel? So one of the benefits is tax savings. So business travel expenses are generally tax deductible, which can lower your taxable income and reduce your overall tax liabilities. Another benefit is low operational costs. So by deducting your travel expenses, you can effectively reduce your operational costs of running your business. Now, other one is improved cash flow. So by reducing your tax payments, you can keep more cash in your business, and it also gives you business growth opportunities and employee satisfaction. So again, those are some of the benefits of using your business travel and kind of like intertwining your personal life with your businesses. Now, if you're a business owner, you know when you sit down with your tax preparer, your CPA, and you go over like travel, you say, well, I went here for business, or I had this lunch for business. But you know, most of us are not billionaires. I mean, obviously most people are not even millionaires, but we do get excited about like being able to write taxes off, because it like reduces our liabilities as far as taxes go, and it's justifiable. I mean, you go to California for a weekend, it's all business, it's a business conference, then you can write off the whole trip, and then that goes. So if you spend $5K on your trip, then it's like you don't get $5K in your taxes, but you get to reduce your income by $5,000 or something like that. So it's beneficial. Now, you know, in this scenario what Puff Daddy's going through, it's kind of the reverse scenario and situation. Like, imagine having a $1 billion company, and then your personal life implicates your business.
In November, the Capital Preparatory School in Harlem, which is a public tuition-free charter school Diddy co-founded, cut ties with the mogul. At the time, the school's co-founder, Dr. Steve Perry, released a statement following their decision. It stated, following a comprehensive evaluation, a decision has been made to end the partnership between Capital Preparatory Schools and Sean Combs. That news arrived soon after Diddy stepped down as chairman of Revolt TV, the TV network he co-founded in 2013. In a statement posted to the network's Instagram page, it read in part, quote, while Mr. Combs had previously no operational or day-to-day role in the business, the decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people through this country and the African diaspora. Our focus has always been one that reflects our commitment to the collective journey of Revolt, one that is not driven by any individual, but by the shared efforts and values of our entire team on behalf of advocating, elevating, and championing our culture, and that continues. At the time it was reported, Diddy's decision to step down as chairman was described as temporary and didn't appear to be a full resignation. But all that appeared to change just months later. According to a TMZ report, Diddy had sold off all of his shares of Revolt TV to an anonymous buyer for an undisclosed amount. On June 4th, it was announced Diddy had sold his majority stake in Revolt, making the new owners the chief executive and their coalition of employees. Salexico, who previously managed Diddy as an artist, no longer lists him as a client on their website. According to Billboard, Diddy hired the artist management company, which manages the likes of The Weeknd, Ty Dolla $ign, French Montana, and Brandy back in 2021. Prior to his fall from grace in July of 2023, Diddy announced he'd be launching Empower Global, which according to his team was a curated immersive e-commerce platform that allows consumers to discover and buy products exclusively created and sold by Black entrepreneurs. Diddy founded the company in 2021. After the company was launched, he told the Associated Press in an interview he wanted to create the Black Wall Street and felt passionate about building wealth within his community, even investing $20 million into the platform. But by the end of the year, nearly 20 companies terminated their partnership with the e-commerce platform, one company even telling Rolling Stone magazine they made the decision after Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy.
Imagine having a $1 billion company, and then your personal life implicates your business. You know, it's intertwining, because, and I say this too, like, if you ever get sued, or if you ever been like in a litigation, one thing like you never receive business funds in a personal account, because now you're liable for anything that happens against that LLC or whatever going on with that company. So, and that's with that same breath, I just had this moment. I was like, you know what, I got to record a quick video, because his company, his business, his $1 billion empire is going down because he blended personal life with business life. And somebody said this in another video, like they don't think Puffy had a good circle of friends. I agree, because somebody around a billionaire that loved this guy and had love for him would say, hey, Puffy, man, I don't think it's a good idea to be taking these trips and doing all this stuff under the device of bad boy. Let's separate this. Let's go on, our personal trips if that's what we know what's going on or whatever. But because of the tax benefits, I'm sure when the authorities look into his business accounts, they're going to see that he did a lot of paying of people through business accounts, and that's how you're going to see the fall of Bad Boy, the fall of his empire. And so I don't know. I think that it just like I said, it just dawned on me, because I was like, yo, you would get so excited about tax write-offs, but man, do you know the implications that if you get yourself in a personal situation, you can lose your business? Because most people personally have more than their business, but when the situation where your business is more beneficial than yourself, this what we see of downfall of a company. So anyway, if you're a professional in that field, or tax preparation or CPA work, definitely comment. I would like to get your thoughts on this. Now, I'm gonna give you guys before we get out of here, I'm gonna give you some important considerations. Even if there's something that you want to do. Now, legitimate business purposes. The IRS or your local tax authority requires that travel expenses be ordinary, and requires that so legitimate business purpose. The IRS or your local tax authority requires that travel expenses be ordinary and necessary for your business. Personal vacations or trips mixed with minimal business activities may not qualify. Proper documentation. You must maintain detailed records of all travel expenses, including receipts, itineraries, and the business purpose of each trip. This is crucial in case of an audit. Now, per diem rates. Be aware of standard per diem rates for meals and lodging. And last one is consult with a tax professional. So if tax laws can be a complex and may vary by jurisdiction, a certified accountant or a tax advisor can provide personalized advice to ensure you're maximizing benefits while staying compliant. So anyway, there are benefits of blending taxes or blending business with personal, especially when you're a man like Puff Daddy. But in this scenario, we're going to watch the downfall of his business because he blended the two. And I'm going to do a little bit more research. We're going to do a follow-up on this video and go a little bit deeper after I get some time. That's definitely going to take some research to make sure that I'm kind of capturing everything, and definitely as it relates to the indictment, because I'm sure the indictment clearly defines, what was going on. And then another thing is, tax purposes wise, he had to file taxes again. I'm sure he had in the top of the line tax preparer or CPA, so they could probably pick apart his tax returns and see more of what he was doing on his personal time, which is unfortunate for him and unfortunate for those that he employs. But one thing I think he did, which I respect, is he sold a lot of his businesses before he got indicted, one of them being Revolt, which is one of the reasons why he was a billionaire. And I don't think he's even tied to Ciroc anymore, so Ciroc won't be implicated in like any new findings. I would assume. I'm not an attorney. Maybe I need to talk to the lead attorney about that. I'm sure the lead attorney will do a video about that as well. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get out of here and go work out, man. I hope you guys are enjoying y'all's day, and stay away from the chaos. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.